Hi guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. So, something a little bit different today. It was a Castle Timelapse in default, in the default texture pack, which is kind of different. So I've tried to make it, well, it is very vanilla. There's no mod blocks at all. The only thing I've got is shaders. I've also got journey map and a couple, things like replay in order to do the time lapse. So we are on 1.12.2 rather than 1.13, yep. But yeah, I thought this would be a little bit of a challenge. It's a 16 by 16 castle as well. So one of the things that I actually had a comment about is, could I build like smaller scale builds that like fit into a certain like area, like 16 by 16. So this is my first attempt at it. What I wanted to do with this one as well is I wanted to make it like you can build it in survival. So that's the idea. So you can build it in survival. It's geared towards the like plains and like oak forest type areas, the original Minecraft kind of stuff. So I've tried to use oak as much as possible in the construction. There is a couple bits where when I put the oak in, it just didn't look right. So I've got like spruce fence here just to add in a little bit of colour. Of course, if you were building this one in survival and you couldn't get to your spruce, so you had the really large biomes on it, then you might get a little bit stuck and therefore have to just use spruce, just use oak, which would be absolutely fine. So, yeah, tell me what you guys think about this anyway. Tell me what you think about it as a little mini project, because I actually don't mind doing them. They actually seem quite fun. I could do like one for say the tiger biomes and do it with spruce, and actually do it like in a like slightly Nordic one, 16 by 16, to try and make this small kind of thing. And also let me know in the comment section below, guys, if you want a tutorial for this one, and if you want more of this kind of thing. That'd be really good, and what styles and all that kind of stuff. All of those kind of like little bits that will give me some ideas. I have done an interior on this one. It's actually the first interior I've done in a long time in just default, and I have done a little tweak from the time lapse as well. So this tower, I did post it on my Discord, and you guys said that, well, a couple of people said about the height. So there was only, before it was like this one was this height, this one's a little bit higher but kind of the same. This one was the highest one, and then we had this one here, which is a little bit smaller. So I've turned this one into like an actual like wizardy tower type thing. We'll kind of show it in a bit. The only thing about the 16 by 16, it does limit you around the edge, so I really shoved it in. So there is some quite flat bits in it, which I think is something I'm going to have to learn how to deal with. Whereas like this tower, I was able to put on proper matriculations, but I have stuck to that 16 by 16 rule as like a hard rule, which is actually been quite fun to do. So you can actually fire down from here. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get an arrow and a bow out, and also a sword, because why not? And actually, I've just realised, are my stairs the right way around? And they're not. So I'll explain what that means in a second. So yeah, first things first, there's one entrance to the main kind of like castle. We've got this part here. Now there is a Portcullis. There isn't any redstone or anything like that, but survival, there's no reason why you couldn't just carry around 6 bits of fence, put them down, and then chop at them when you want to get out. There's no reason why you couldn't do that at all. But what we do have behind these, so if the Portcullis was down, I think it's quite good. Obviously, you could redstone this up, but I think you'd struggle with the size. I did have a look at some redstone stuff for it, and I just couldn't figure out how to fit it in without changing some of the interior stuff. And well, you could actually do it, but yeah. What I wanted with each side of it is these shooty type holes. So we'll see those in a second. So if somebody was coming in here, not only can they get shot from here, we got matriculation. They've also got like place to shoot from there and there and there. So pretty much, if someone was coming up to you to attack this bit, and this would be the weakest point if you're in survival because of the wood, then they would kind of like get a little bit stuck, I would say. A little bit stuck. Of course, there's other ways to get in, but yeah, we got that. The next is a doorway. So this is like a little gate. So even when you get through this bit, you're into here, you're still stuck, and you can still get shot at. So there's that. But this would be, if I was in 1.13, using the spruce trapdoors, but I haven't got them. Haven't got them in 1.12. So the main room that you actually come into now, actually I'm going to grab a torch as well. Where's a torch there? Got them everywhere. Yes, I'll do this while I'm walking around. So the main room that you come into, of course, the throne room, the hall part of it. So this was really squished. So I've done my best with it, but yeah, you got like a throne here, so you can sit down, chillax, and have your peasants come in, and they can come and bring you gold or whatever. Depends on how your server is. I mean, if that's pretty good. I'd enjoy a server like that. If you got your mates just going around digging for you. But a couple banners and a little picture up there. Not really too much to do with it, and a quick crafting table and a nice fire. Nice fire to keep you warm as well. This will keep most of this area around here warm, which would be nice. Of course, there's quite a bit of a draft from the front, but yeah, we're ignoring that. So this would be relatively warm, especially for the Lord here, who would be sat, on this bit. What we then have, what I've tried to do, I'll explain what I've tried to do. I've tried to compartmentalize it to actually make it so it is kind of defendable. So these spruce doors are supposed to be thicker. Then we've got, let's go over this side, yeah. So on this side here, we've got a bit of like a different area here. So we've got double doors again so if you were trying to get in, you'd have to whack through double doors. A little bit of chainmail on there. This is a bit of a weird little gap that I had. In here we have the main kitchen, so we've got another fireplace. We've got a cauldron, some cake, a little chopping board and some knives. Also guys, if you have any good ideas for default kind of like interiors, please do let me know for medieval. I was having to remember a lot of stuff from ages ago, like using this as a knife block, the lever, so that was a bit different, so yeah. We also, yeah, got the 2 furnaces there, we've got something on the stove here, a pot there, like a plate type thing there, God knows, yes, plates are just warming up, and some ale and just some supplies there, but we also do have this bit here, so you can actually raise up. So this is one of the things I wanted to do, is so that, you know, your people that are down there are going to be down, so you can literally just shoot at them like crazy on this bit. That was the idea. So if you come to like here, you end up kind of looking straight at the other dude, whereas here makes gives you a lot more better shot. I keep on staying on that one, so I quite like it. Right, anyway, let's keep going, moving on. So the next room that we have is the hall. Well, not really hall, the dining area, the feast area. Feast area sounds a lot better. So we actually have the feast area here, just a couple of little seats. I did think about putting one on that side, actually. I think I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to put one there. So we've got like all the seats here. That's supposed to be ale or something there. We've got like a wooden plate on this side. Maybe it was a cheese board, who knows. Depends how fancy they are. So just a couple of little like paintings and things like that around, but not too much. And more ale over on the side there. Simple room, but kind of like functional because they need to eat. Then the next bit, if you'd got through this main portcullis and you got through the gate, you know, those two are pretty low priority, really. You know, you would get your guys out of there. You know, if you lose it, fine. You know, you've lost some supplies, but you've got more up ahead. So you then come into these double doors. These are the next layer of defense, and you'll probably notice that there's quite a lot of little walkways around here, so they could just pull the any objects around it and start shooting you. So that'd be pretty good. And we'll go and do that in a second. So there we go. Let's go into here. I've got a small glass cabinet, so this would be, you know, some of the stuff that the Lord really likes is in this cabinet. It's kind of like display stuff, you know. Maybe it's a sword of some thing. Who knows? Who knows what's in there? And then we have the small. It's not really a blacksmith. It's more somebody that's looking after the armor and the weapons. So he would be sharpening them and that kind of stuff. And also there's a bit of armor, kind of like not really armor, weapons store here. So there'd be various weapons on here. Small weapons store. So if people did have to go and get them, but the idea being, by this point you'd be able to get all of those weapons upstairs and all the supplies, and then again lock that door, protect it and everything like that, so you'll be able to get through there. Yeah, really nice, just simple designs in here, you know, just a couple little bits and bobs, but he'd be basically sharpening tools and that kind of stuff. The next bit, we go into this tower. This is the main staircase for it. So again, another door, another layer of defense, so they'll be able to, you know, those two get breached. Oh look, we're in another one. There's not really any place they can get attacked from here, but the idea would be that again, they're stuck, and you would still be able to, as they're bringing reinforcements in, ping at them, you know, shoot at them. And they've got like a little supply chest here, so you'll be able to put loads of arrows in, which would be pretty cool. Let's keep on going up. You'll notice that as well what I've done with this one. This is going the wrong way. Reason being, most people fight with their right hand. You would usually have this going the other way. I totally forgot until right now that you'd be doing that. But yeah, the idea would be you'd be able to fight with your right hand rather than your left. But can we actually do it that way? There we go. That I did not mean to do that. I'm going to have to put it up back, otherwise I will forget about it. Okay, so if we've got that there, yeah, at least we can. God, this is really weird. How do I stop it? Oh no! See, they added this in. I never learned how to actually use it except for F. So yeah, you should be the other way around. Otherwise, you're kind of like fighting with your arm trying to swing this way. Whereas if you're swinging that way, then your other guys are trying to fight the other-handed. They've got the upper hand at the minute. They can just swipe. But yeah, with this, what I've tried to do is have layered shooty holes, arrow holes, going all the way up. So you should have a pretty good shot kind of around here. But you could obviously like keep on wandering around here and shooting, and just switching between two positions. and that'd be pretty good, you know, pretty cool. Going up even more, we get the next area. So this is where a small door goes into, and this is where, if they have been breached, you could then shoot at them, you know, another place to shoot at them. Great. And this is where the Portcullis is. Now the Portcullis system does actually, well, it doesn't work, but it would do if it was real. You know, we've got bits of, I tried to use these in the end, using iron bars. That goes to a beam. That beam then goes over into here, into this room. This beam here goes into there. You've got a counterweight on this side here, and this will be rope, so you can actually pull it to get it up, and it'll crank into place. That's what I've tried to do with these things, you know, it's kind of like cranking type things. So yeah, you'll be able to pull it in and grab it. Got more weapons on here as well, so you know, even if you lost this entire section, and this got trapped, because there's no other way up from here, you are trapped on this side, you would be able to, at least you have a lot of weapons, you'd be able to pull those around here. Again, another place to shoot down. Those people, well, apparently not. But another place to shoot down from here. Though most people would just be sat down here reading a book or something, you know, just chillaxing again. So it'd be pretty good. Another couple of places to shoot, so it's good. Actually, I haven't shown you all this yet. Yeah, so weapons there. There'd be some arrows in there. Small area up on the top here just to get another bit of height, and this is really cool for doing like this kind of stuff. You know, you can then just start really just shooting quite a lot, which is quite cool. I like it. As well as on that side. And then you'll notice I haven't put them on the other side because I've tried to make it practical so you can actually get to everything. And that's supposed to be a little spear. I don't know. It looks okay. If we go into here, we go into the first set of barracks. So there's four kind of like guards on this side. There's 8 guards in total, and then there's the Lord and the Lady of the castle, because it's small. So we've got 2 beds there, you know, bunk beds on those sides. Chamber pot, really important. Everybody forgets these. I do as well. So I've got some chamber pots around. I've got some chests for their personal belongings or weapons or whatever. But then we've got weapons here as well. So we've got some spears. And they've got a little sitting area here. And of course they've, because the Lord wouldn't be coming here that often, they've kind of made it their own a little bit with their little tables. And they might be gambling. But in case of, you know, them being under attack, they just pull this away. And then they can shoot through these with real ease. So that's the idea behind that. But that's the 4 guards on this side. So they'll be able to hold everything. Yeah, we've already seen all that. So if we keep going, we'll go over into this next room here. Again, another layer of defense, another door, and again, you'd be able to shoot down. You know, they've come through the gate. You'd be able to have a load of guards. You'd have like 4 of them. So you might have 2 on the front gate on that side, 1 there, another over here. But then you've even got more guards over in this bit. So, oh yeah, little seat as well. Yeah, so small seat, more books, more weapons on this side, and more places to shoot out of. And yeah, another 2 guards up there, and then another 2 guards up there. So this little tower here, it's got, you know, defensive layers on it, so you can be able to shoot through. Yeah, it's pretty small, and they've got chamber pots in each of them. So you got the other 4 guards on this side. Again, it's like compartmentalized. They would of course be able to, when this is being breached, should be able to fight, and they might just decide to move up instead. You know, if the door's getting battered down, that's the only thing. So if we keep going up to the top, we're going to get to the top level. So this is the first kind of tower. This is my favourite tower of this style. You've got matriculations, which is the reason. So you can fire almost straight down, which is a mega bonus. But also you've got the... why have I... Crenellations, there we go. I forgot the word. Crenellations as well, so... so you've got those, and matriculations, so which is pretty good. And for this small tower, I didn't do anything where you have like the raised... It's supposed to kind of like have like a raised area in order to stop you from falling off of it, but because of the size of the tower, it doesn't really fit. See, we got that. That goes all the way around, including even on here. It was just more of a style thing for these ones. But you get a pretty good view around most stuff, actually, which is kind of good. And then you do have to walk around the side, which is really annoying, but it kind of works. So you walk down then onto this level. A couple of matriculations on the side here, so you can then fire down. So even if you lost most stuff, you can throw a load of stuff here and just break up the stairs. So you just put your chairs and stuff. All this you could just throw, and these chairs and things there, you could throw down those stairs to stop people from coming up. It wouldn't last forever, but you know, it'd be pretty good. So yeah, you get this kind of like area around here. We've got that there. We've got the type wizard's tower, your mage's tower, your court mage. We'll go court mage or something like that. Over on this side, this is where the top of the portcullis is. I've actually made it so that you can use it as a kind of like defense. You can actually be sat here shooting as well. It's not got a lot of defensive value at all, but you'd be able to, you know, kind of shoot from here, and you could even wander all the way over here if you were really daring and didn't mind about being unprotected. You could use it there. Going up on this side here, we get to this tower here. This is like a watchtower. So they've got a little seat. They got their spear type thing here. There'll be arrows or something in there. I actually might put in quite like what I did over on the other side actually. Just change it. I'm changing things all the time on this thing. I'm just like tweaking little bits so I get used to it. So yeah, we got those in there. Not as good matriculations at all because I wanted to stay in the 16 by 16. I instead of keeping it just flat, and I actually pulled it in, which I was thinking this would work quite well, but it doesn't. These just work much better. You can see where you get the actual, where you can shoot from on those ones. That was much better. That's quite cool. The arrow actually, did not realise it would do that. Yeah, so it's not as good. It's nowhere near as good, but it's pretty good. You could have a guard posted out here. Most nights, it'd still be pretty cold, but at least it's got a roof on it, so even if it's raining, you're fine. That's the idea behind it. That's why I put it on there, and it's obviously got the flag on top as well. Yeah, small little area here where some guards are just chilling out, or maybe the Lord and Lady are just sat out in the sun, but they've got their own at the top anyway, and they're just chilling. Right, this is something that you don't see every so often. 2 guesses for what this is. It is a toilet, so this is the most amount of privacy that you'll get, but yeah, I would, if I was in 1.13, put on the spruce trapdoors to cover it up a little bit more. But yeah, the idea being they would just go to the toilet there, and it would fall off the side of this, and well, we got a brown splodge there, so you can kind of guess what they've been doing there. But toilets really important as well as chamber pots. You've got to think about these kind of things to make it realistic-ish. So I did just shove that in there. I thought that was quite funny. So yeah, we got that around here. There, we've got a small kind of storage area underneath these stairs. I just saw this like area here, and I went, actually, I can't really do anything with it. There's nothing really to do underneath it, so this worked really nicely actually. The stairs are a bit wonky and weird, as you can see, but I think it works. So nice little storage area here. This little area in here is a chapel, so very important. Christianity, of course, very important in medieval Western Europe. So I thought I've got to have a chapel somewhere. I did think about having this as another bedroom for, say, like the Lord and Lady's children, or just having it as another barracks, or having it as like a day room type thing. But then I was just like, actually no, let's put a chapel in. It's a bit different. Yeah, I think it would just work. And if anyone can tell me what the hell that thing is, that'd be great. Because to me, it looks like a pig and an angel. I'm not really too sure. That'd be great. Maybe that's just a thing, but yeah, you'd have like some sort of priest would come here from the village, and then would have their sermon and things like that for the Lord and Ladies. And of course, they could just move all of this out there. That's the idea that I've gone with. Is it's not blocking the defences, but they would be able to move it if they needed to, and just move it all to the side. So nice little area in there. Let's go up the stairs then. So up these stairs. Yeah, we got some flowers around. That was flowers and plants around was to do with the lady of the house. That was the idea. Right, so this weird wizard tower thing. I like the front part of it here, and I don't like around the side. But that was me sticking really hard to the 16 by 16, really, really hard. I think next time I'm going to put it all in by one block. I think that'll work a lot better. So going into here, this is like the mage's little quarters. So he's got his own purple bed. He's got a load of weird stuff. So we've got an end rod. Very magical. He's got some weird plant, some water, and a chest for all of his stuff. Goes up into this bit. This is his like office, so he's got a brewing stand and some places to like write and read books and weird paintings around. And then on his little bit here, this is where he actually does an enchanting and spell making or whatever. On this balcony, it's quite a nice little balcony as well. So it's has a nice view over well, the flat world where you've got pigs and horses. I like how they look at you as soon as you start turning it. But yeah, just like a small little area there or whatever. But lots of cobwebs in there. He doesn't clean a lot at all. But he's got some glass on these top bits. I wanted it to make it look like it hasn't been attacked that often, this place. And then the final kind of like room is the Lord and Lady's bedroom. So in here, we've obviously got the Lord's armour. We've got an ender chest, very, very fancy. Fancy chest. That was what I was going for, rather than it actually being a specific ender chest. Double bed with blue. The colours of this house are blue. So that's why I got blue flags. Chamber pot, very important. Small sitting area here with a desk, some books, and another little chest thing there. If we go up to the roof, you've then got a nice little sitting area as well, so they can sit out. They've got a pretty nice sunny kind of roof here, which is quite nice, and yeah, they've got really bad matriculations on this bit, really, really bad. But you'd be able to, like, you know, be pretty protected, and you could shoot some people, just not a lot, and a couple of plants and things like that. But that's the kind of like little design that I've gone for. I really like it. Let me know what you think. Let me know about the interior, and also if you guys want tutorials for these kind of things, and if you want more of them, and what styles. So it's quite nice to just play around with something and see what it's going like. I might do for the tutorial, I might extend it, you know, I might do like the 16 by 16, and then if you can extend it, I'll put some extra details in it, because I really want to make this less flat, really less flat, you know, but really, really simple, really, really cool, I think. Let me know anyway, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.